Hey gang, FLX Beer Reviews, back again with another episode of As the Beer Swirls around this bottle of beer.
Indeed.
I'm Dan.
I'm Mike. Dan, sexy looking bottle. What are we drinking?
We're drinking a beer from the John Cena Brewing Company. Nope. This Peacemaker. John Cena, right? Is this his brewing company? He's the Peacemaker, right?
Oh, nope, wrong. Nope, I don't know.
No, he's not Peacemaker.
Okay, maybe.
There's Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, Peacemaker.
Yes.
Okay, so this is from the John Cena Brewing Company out of Canandaigua, New York. This is their whiskey rain. No, this is from Peacemaker Brewing Company, not affiliated with John Cena. Just having some jokes and fun.
Yeah, we do that sometimes.
Out of Canandaigua, New York, and this is their whiskey rain, which I already said, bourbon barrel aged barley wine, 14% ABV.
Hello.
Hold up, 14% ABV.
That's large.
Barrel aged barley wine.
I'm not sure I'm allowed to drink beers.
This is aged 10 months in Iron Smoke whiskey barrels.
Yum.
So Iron Smoke is a local whiskey distillery right here.
This is all local inside this.
So yeah, Peacemaker Brewing Company and
the wax, however,
39 Coach Street, Canandaigua, New York. Google Map it, son. PeacemakerBrewingCompany.com. Bottle on date. I don't think they stamped it on. I don't know. There you go.
Wonderful.
Mike picked this up when he was at the Peacemaker.
I was at the brewery for Stout Month.
All right, cool.
And I said, hey, they've still got some of this, and
what's Stout Month?
It's a month of stouts.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Stout Month.
No, Stout Month, yeah.
It's what, the 5 or 6 local
There's like
breweries?
7 local breweries.
Oh, now 7. It's up to 7. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go there with this punch card and you get their stout. Was it during January?
Yep.
And you, at the end, if you get everything punched, you get this cool glass or whatever. And
We should have done this ahead of time.
yeah, probably. But hey, that's what I'm here for because they always say I talk way too much. So here's what I'm here for. Oh, I hear this. Boy, you've made quite a...
As long as none of it went in the bottle, we should be good. So,
okay,
here we go.
Here we go. Peacemaker, we've had one beer featured on the channel before, and it was, I want to say it was their Interstate IPA?
Yes, I believe it was.
It was a hazy IPA, I believe. Wow, barley wine is life.
Oh my gosh.
See. I don't even
love a barley wine.
I'm not even going to pour that much. Cause
that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm not going to pour
a lot.
Yeah, it was a little too much. And we have roughly the same. We've got roughly the same.
Yeah, you're a little bit.
Okay, sure.
You went over.
So that, it's got a really deep, rich toffee
We're
red.
not focused here. I'm going to bring it up.
All right,
folks.
let's get focused.
There we go.
It's a really nice, rich color. Almost a mahogany.
Penny.
Yeah, dirty penny.
Little
dirty
penny.
Old penny.
Cream soda, if you will.
Ooh. Thin.
Holy shoot.
I think I just got a whiff of it.
I know I got a whiff of it.
Yeah,
Holy
my gosh. There's malt.
Okay. We'll get there.
Let's get there. It's got like a half
the head is dying down for me.
It's dissipating fairly quickly, but it looks fantastic. I love the way it looks. Should we get a whiff? Like an official whiff?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
that's barley wine.
Oh my goodness.
That smells...
Potent is a word that comes to mind. Potent?
Okay, so right off the rip.
Oh, man.
There's this very molasses, ginger, nutmeggy thing going on, mixed with like toffee, like caramel and toffee. And then there's that oak peatiness, I would assume is from the barrel.
I really get a very pleasant barrel aspect that's just soaked in stone fruit, like plum raisin.
Okay, a little cherry.
Like dark black cherry.
I'm getting some chocolate.
There is I was just gonna say there's like a sweetness in there.
Man,
I don't know if that's like it's like a toffee kind of caramel sweetness, or toffee, I guess.
Wow, man.
The aroma on this is splendiferous.
Here's what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that this comes off smoother. Like, I don't want, if there's like that kick from the barrel, like that alcohol, booze, ethanol thing, I think it's going to severely drop my wanting it. But that's just me. See, I'm always like, I love barrel character, but I don't like that ethanol kind of boozy kick.
Yeah, I think it's become known that I enjoy more barrel character than you do.
Man,
I wish this barrel-aged stout had 0 barrel. More stout.
So
the aroma is so pleasant. It's like opening up.
It's very
immediately.
It's coming off. The complexity of it is just.
It is.
I'm getting a little vanilla now.
Yeah, that sweetness that was there before, it is coming off in like a vanilla,
like oatmeal raisin cookie.
I'm getting like those. They're like breakfast bars, but they've got like a really nice vanilla like icing on them. There's like cranberry in there. Man, that's really
man. You could pull
nice.
a bunch of notes out of this.
You really can. It's a very complex.
Based on smell alone, I would say this is a really just tremendous kind of just. I could literally sit here just.
I could smell this all day. This smells so good.
Yeah. All right,
but I guess we can't. So let's dive in.
500 minutes.
Yeah. All right.
So.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Dear God, that is a rich, smooth, like syrupy kind of mouthfeel to it.
Yeah, there's some maple syrup thing going on. So I've said it before, but this, like literally, all I taste is Bitto, honey, and sugar daddy. Right off the rip. And also right off the rip, I will say this. 14.4 ABV.
It's there. Holy shit. It's present and accounted for.
Okay, I was going a different avenue. Super thin.
Yeah?
I think it's super thin.
Oh boy. I don't. I think it's...
Really?
I think
you don't think this is thin
syrupy. I'm getting... It's very syrupy.
Think about the other barley wines you've had in recent memory. You don't think it's a little thin? That's my knock on it. It's a little thin. Right off the rip. But, I mean, one could say it's drinkable, though.
No, man, I don't know.
Tomato.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's syrupy.
Okay. It's syrup. It does have a nice breakfast syrup aspect to it, but yet again, I go back to the Bitto honey and that Mary Jane kind of thing. Like a Mary Jane, sugar daddy.
Real nice, like, dark cherry, stone fruit, like, boozy aspect. Like, I think the barrel's coming through a lot.
It's like confetti. Like, it's sweet.
It is. It's very sweet.
Right off the rip.
Yeah.
I feel like I just ate like a caramel treat with the vanilla center.
Oh. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is...
I would say the nose is more complex than the taste.
Yes. I think where the nose was just fireworking different aromas all over the place, the flavor and the palate kind of like settles it back down and gives you just a couple different things. I think it's still complex, but it really gets honed in.
Well, let me ask you, what was the price point on this?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Because you just added it to your tab, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention. I knew I was going to buy it, so I didn't care.
Okay. I really like to know the price point on this. Because for a local brewery to, put this out, like, this is really good. Like, most places it's like, oh, it's aged 6 months or whatever. But the extra 10 months, I really think it helps smooth out. Because I'm not getting that ethanol thing that I was worried about.
I think you're getting a really nice boozy aspect for 14%, but not that ethanol burn, where it could be, like, too much and it just pierces your palate and makes it fatigues you too soon, All
right. I'm going to talk about two things real quick. I think... Well, I don't want to make this too long, but it's a barrel-aged barley wine. It's going to be a longer video.
Who cares? No one shackles us on our channel.
That is very
If there's one thing that Dan doesn't like, it's being shackled. He won't be. He won't be.
I don't like being shackled.
Tell me, Dan, two things you want to talk about.
I want to talk about the cons for me.
Okay.
The cons for me, and I think this is important because a lot of people are like, oh, you like everything you drink. And I'm loving this beer. I don't want to get this wrong. But I do feel, self-assessing myself, I feel like there's a lot of times where I don't maybe talk about the cons of the beer. It's what...
Yeah, I can see where we get to that point.
And you know, for any brewer, I would believe that would be welcomed feedback.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear
Absolutely.
everyone saying, oh, you're the greatest thing since sliced bread.
I don't even care about sliced bread anymore.
Comparatively to other barley wines recently that I've had, barrel-aged barley wines, I realized the barrel probably thinned it out quite a bit. To me, it just still comes off a little thin. It's drinkable, which is good, which I like, but I just would like a little bit more heft. When I say a little bit more heft, I'm thinking like the VSOJs of the world, like Revolution Brewing.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, Kettlehead, their barley wine.
Yeah, okay. I can see where you're getting at.
My other, I guess, drawback for me is I wish some more of the complexity of the nose was on the flavor. To me, this comes off very sweet on the forefront and then just kind of drops off a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, there's some of those flavors, like there's that cherry kind of stone fruity raisin thing on the back end, but it's just, there's that cliff that I can't, I don't know.
Okay. I think I love the body for what it is. I think it's exactly where I want it to be. I don't think I'd want any less, any more. I think that syrupy quality is right where I want it to be to make it drinkable, sippable, not too thin to make it, oh man, I'm just keep going back.
Yeah.
I'm going back because it's just friggin' delicious. I'll give you the nose was definitely more complex than the flavor. Whereas the flavor is nothing to scoff at. All those complexities in the nose where we're just like, I could sit here and smell this for 10, 12 minutes. It gets dialed back in the flavor, which is, it's one of those things where it's like, it sounds like a knock. It's not, because it's delicious. But a lot of those nuances in the nose kind of get lost once you start drinking it.
It's weird how maple forward this comes off as. I don't know if I'm confusing the maple with caramel. Maybe I am. It comes off very caramelly and just like that sugar daddy, bit of honey, Mary Jane.
Very much so. The bit of honey, big time.
If you took all three of those products, melted them, and brought them back to life as one, like one big gobstopper of just caramelly toffee goodness.
Yep.
I think you would get this. And I think that overall, this is very delicious and it's mellow. If I had to say one key word for this, it's a mellow. It's a mellow barley wine.
That's a good word to describe it. It's very mellow,
and I'm okay with that. This is something you could literally sip on for quite a while, and you could have like a salty snack to maybe revive that sweetness every time. You know what I mean? Like a salty pretzels or maybe like a salty. Trail mix that has like the raisins in it and stuff.
Almost like a peanut brittle would go well with this.
There you go.
That would be tasty.
There you go.
But any assortment of snack foods like that would complement.
I'll tell you what, John Cena, you're doing very well.
Jeez. This was a fine beer to drink. I really like this a lot.
Peacemaker is one of those breweries I guess really I've only tried when you make it available.
They make good beer. I feel like they're unsung in the region. Like unless you're in town, like. But here's the thing, like I live a little bit away from you, right? But the beer's available. Their 1,000-yard stairs Scotch Ale it's an
actually I did notice them in my
Wegmans.
Good. In your Wegmans, your Canandaigua Wegmans.
Yeah.
In my Wegmans, I actually noticed them over in I think it was the Parrington Wegmans where I usually go. But so yeah, I'll have to. You know what? I'll have to just do the service, pick it up.
It's a great brewery.
Because like I said, I did see a bottle of their stout, and it intrigued
I have a
me.
bottle of that in the fridge.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have any more of this?
No.
No, you
If
only
there
bought
was,
one
I
bottle.
only bought the one. I wish I'd bought another.
Okay. All right. I would love to see what this does on
I
sitting
know.
on the shelf.
I
Give it
know.
a couple more years.
I wish I had more.
Oh man, see what it's turned into. So all right, as is, what do you rate it?
I'll give it a 4.3. I really like it a lot.
Okay.
I wish that my only knock against it is I wish that all those nuances in the aroma were present in the flavor.
Okay.
But that's not a knock against the flavor because the flavor's really good.
All right. I'm gonna give it a. You know what? Here's the thing.
It's a thinking man's beer.
It does what I want it to do. Like, I was all worried. I was like, please don't whiskey me to death.
Yeah. I don't even think we talked
That's
really
a-
about the whiskey, like, barrel aspect of this.
To me, I think the base beer is shining more than the barrel.
I think you're right.
It's base beer then barrel.
I think the barrel just kind of is holding everything
Yeah,
together.
it provides that nice kind of nutty aspect on the back end. Which why it would probably go good with the peanut butter.
My lips are sticky.
Whoa, bud. I'll give it a 4.2.
Okay.
I'll give it a 4.2. I think if my personal pitfalls of this beer were solved, I think you could easily 4.5 this.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, I really like... how often do you come across a beer that deserves this much contemplation and discussion on what's going on? You know?
It's not often. And the thing that makes this beer even more crazy, it's like, hey, this is local, baby.
It's a local joint.
It's FLX.
Right.
Heart of where we live.
Oh my
Western
gosh.
New
Yeah,
York.
people aren't doing brewery tours in the FLX, the Western New York.
I want to say this provides hope. This gives me hope. It does.
I was in a slump. I was down in a ditch. I had enough of it all.
No, I'm thinking because we're always like bragging. Oh, here in Rochester area, we have great breweries. Go check them out. And like you just hope that they're when out of towners they go to these places, and like let's say someone's a big Barleywine fan. I'm proud to send them home with a bottle.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Where I'm not going to name names, but there's some breweries I'm like, I really hope they don't go there on their own and they say, oh, this is what Western New York has to offer because it's not.
There's plenty of those breweries. But the ones that really shine with their quality offerings, you can't recommend them enough.
You can't see me.
What?
John Cena, baby.
I get that reference.
I'm glad you get the Peacemaker.
I get that.
Oh, you get that?
I get
you don't
that.
know. You still know a Peacemaker though?
I know
Suicide
what
Squad.
it is. I know what Peacemaker is.
You never seen John Cena as
I
Peacemaker?
never.
He's got his own show. The whole Peacemaker show. But you didn't watch
heard
the
it's
actual
very good.
Suicide Squad?
No.
Wow. Did you watch the original sucky one?
No.
Really? That's weird because you're a DC guy.
This is more of your veiled, screened appearance of me.
Dude, you're
I'm
all
still
listen, you're like, I picture you in your room, feet a waggling, listening to Weezer, looking at your Watchmen poster. You're a Watchmen guy, right?
Yeah, but Watchmen can be considered DC and imprint alone. I mean, it's
Okay. I just figured, the Batman, Superman, that's your thing. You're the DC
I like
guy.
lots of things.
You're like the anti-Marvel guy.
No, I'm not.
He's anti-Marvel.
How so?
Because every time, did you see
I
the
just read a
new
Marvel book the other day.
Did you see the new? And I say insert whatever Marvel movie here. Like I don't watch that.
Was I interested in it?
Wait, are you an X-Men guy?
I like X-Men.
See, there you go. Maybe that was confusing it. You should really watch that Suicide Squad movie. James Gunn one. It's pretty good. We're gonna go. I'm done with this.
Socials, FLX Beer Reviews on Instagram, Twitter.
This is a 20-minute review.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever.
YouTube, his Untappd, my Untappd. Support local breweries because you never know when they're putting out these sort of contemplative beers. This one's going out to Don at Crafty's because I know he loves the spear. So
Does he?
he fucking loves it.
Hey, what's the other dude's name?
There's a lot of dudes there.
At Peacemaker.
Oh shit.
The bartender. You're always you're
I just said the other day.
Wow, this is
bad,
awkward, huh?
This is awkward.
Hey, to the unnamed bartender that is a local hero to Mike and his palate. Cheers to you, my friend. I would have remembered your name.
If you stuck around this long, thanks for watching, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.